where we're unpacking a truly fascinating July 2025 research note from Google. We're looking at the cutting-edge intersection of artificial intelligence and modern medicine. Now, we hear about AI constantly, but seeing how it's actually integrating into the clinical frontier, it's an absolute game changer. We're going to look directly at the source material to see exactly how these models are fundamentally shifting the medical landscape as we know it. The source material actually opens with this exact, pretty bold question. Can chatbots serve doctors and patients? It instantly sets the stakes for us today. We aren't just talking about abstract algorithms humming away in some distant server farm. We're talking about practical, everyday applications. We're asking how AI might solve the incredibly complex, often overwhelming healthcare journey for the two most critical people in the room, the one giving the care and the one receiving it.
To break down this technical landscape, we're going to follow a quick roadmap. First, we'll look at navigating complex healthcare journeys. Second, AME, the clinical assistant. Third, PLLM and wearable data. Fourth, MedGemma for AI developers. And finally, the new clinical frontier.
So, kicking things off with Section 1, navigating complex healthcare journeys.
As the research elegantly points out, human healthcare is complicated. It's rarely just a single question with a single answer, right? It's a dense maze of events, lab tests, and specialists. And AI is stepping in right here. Not as a replacement for human care, no way, but as the ultimate GPS to help us navigate that incredibly dense maze.
Moving right along to Section 2, Amy, the clinical assistant.
All right, meet Amy. This is Google's AI system developed specifically to assist with clinical workflows. If you think about the massive administrative and cognitive load on doctors today, it's literally staggering. Well, Amy is built to be a tireless, dedicated assistant right in the middle of that high-stakes environment.
And the scope of what AMI can do is immense. It spans both general and subspecialist domains, meaning it's got incredible depth. It can actually track a patient's history over multiple visits, holding on to that vital context across a long medical journey. But here's the kicker. It handles multimodal data. That means it can synthesize complex medical images right alongside written documents, analyzing the whole picture exactly the way a seasoned physician would.
That brings us to Section 3, PHLLM and wearable data.
So let's define PHLLM. It stands for Personal Health Large Language Models. If AMI is built for the clinic, PHLLM is the specific model built to make sense of the constant, everyday stream of personal health information that you generate as a patient.
Think about the journey your personal health data actually takes. Step 1 is the raw data collected by your everyday smartwatches and health trackers. But let's be real, raw data is kinda just noise without context. So in Step 2, that data feeds directly into the PHLLM for interpretation. Finally, in Step 3, the model translates that data into personalized health insights and objective answers to your questions. It literally turns biological noise into a clear, actionable signal.
Next up, Section 4, MedGemma for AI developers.
Now, the developers out there certainly aren't being left out of this revolution. They have access to what's called the HeyDAF family, which includes open models like MedGemma. By keeping these highly advanced medically tuned models open, developers worldwide don't have to start from scratch. They can immediately jump in and build the next generation of custom healthcare apps, which is going to massively accelerate the overall pace of innovation. Which leads us to our final part, Section 5, the new clinical frontier.
The big takeaway here is that Google isn't trying to build one giant monolithic tool that supposedly does everything for everyone. Instead, they're deploying a multi-pronged ecosystem tailored for three very distinct users. For the clinicians, you've got AMI handling workflows in complex multimodal cases. For the patients, PHLLM is interpreting daily wearable data. And for the developers, MedGemma provides the open models they need to keep building. So every vital part of the healthcare ecosystem gets a dedicated, incredibly powerful AI. As we wrap up this explainer, I really want to leave you with a provocative thought. Given the sheer capability we've just uncovered, how will these three AI pillars fundamentally change your next doctor's visit? When you consider the convergence of clinical AI analyzing your charts, personal models interpreting your wearables, and seamless developer-driven apps, well, it's mapping out the future of your healthcare journey right now. Thanks so much for joining me today. Stay curious, and I'll catch you next time.